All right, guys. So yes, we are live on TikTok, Facebook group, and also on YouTube. So thank you for joining today, guys. Any of your get your social media questions ready. Anything you guys want to talk about? Facebook, Instagram, hashtags, Facebook ads, even TikTok growth. We'll jump into those right now. So actually, the first I did get a couple of questions on my Facebook group. Someone wants to know the best tools to find Instagram hashtags. So if you watched my content, you guys can probably tell the tools that I like, and I'm gonna go through some of these on my. If you look at my screen on YouTube, so there are a couple of tools that I love. Hashtag research. The first one is it's display purposes, and basically the way this tool works is so displaypurposes.com. That's the URL. And what you want to do is just enter your, for example, let's say I'm looking for hashtag for social media. So, because that's my niche, I'm going to put that in there. And then look at this. And now it's recommending me 30 hashtags that are relevant to the keyword that I entered or the hashtag that I entered, which was hashtag social media. Let's do another one. Let's say I do vegan food. And same thing. It's giving me relevant and related hashtags to my input keyword. So this is a free displaypurposes.com. If you want to do hashtag research for your Instagram, it's really good. You can even use these hashtags for your Twitter side of things too. Now, there's one kind of like drawback of display purposes, and I have a second tool that kind of answers that question. The question is, so it's giving me recommendations. So I put vegan food as my input keyword, and now I have recommendations of 30 keywords that I can use. But which one is good for my channel or my Instagram account? Because I may have an Instagram account with 500 followers, or let's say 1,000 followers, or maybe 10,000 followers. So it doesn't give me data about each keyword recommendation it's making, right? So to answer that question, there's a second tool that I like. It's called metahashtags.com. And yeah, I do have a full detailed tutorial of this tool on my channel as well, so you guys can check that out. But here's the metahashtags.com. Discover the best Instagram hashtags to grow your account. And let's say if I search for vegan, and now you'll see the difference right away. So it's not gonna just give me the hashtag. I'm also able to see, it's still going. I'm also able to see all of this data. So look at this, so 96 million, 1 million, 28 million, right? So what you have to do is, so these are obviously really, really big hashtag, but if you scroll down, you're gonna find a small hashtag. So you have to make sure you use the right size of hashtag. If you use hashtags that are too big, that's too much noise. With the small account, you may never get found on those hashtags, right? So you want to be careful as far as picking the right size of hashtag for your account. So do you have filters? So you can use these filters right here. So for example, I can look at total posts and I say, hey, I need hashtags that are between 1,000 to, let's say, 30,000, right? So now it's not going to show me like millions and millions of hashtags. It's probably going to show me, let's see, it's still searching. Let me make it 300,000 and apply that. There you go. So 10 to 1,000 to 30,000 was too big or too small for this hashtag. So when I changed it 300,000, now I can see this, right? But see how some of these hashtags are very niche specific, right? So that's what I would suggest. So look at both tools, display purposes and meta hashtags, and see which one you like. I do have detailed tutorial of meta hashtags on my YouTube channel, so do check that out to see how that works. Awesome. All right, let's look at the next question. We have a question from Tick-Tock. How those platforms penetrate the market? For example, in my country, it's still on the top to pirate. I didn't understand the question, so maybe ask me in another way. All right, so from here, online courses. So if you're creating online courses, where should you put those? So here's what I would say. If you're creating online courses, if you have an email list, right? So let's say you have an email list of 1,000, 10,000, whatever it may be, or maybe you have an engaged community inside your Facebook group. If you do, then I would do is put the course that you want to create on your own website. So use Teachable or Effect, or there are like Kajabi, those platforms, and you can put those courses on those platforms, because you have an email list, you have engaged audience, so you can drive those people to your course. If you don't have your email list or engaged audience or like a Facebook group or a community, right? Then what I would say is then go to tools like or platforms like Udemy. I have tons of courses on Udemy. Udemy is a great platform. It's a marketplace, especially if you're just starting out and you don't have your own audience or your own email list or your community. So you can put your course on Udemy, right? Let Udemy bring you the students. The benefit is you don't have to promote your courses, right? They will do the promotion. They will bring the students to you. That's what I would say. One, if you have an audience, then put the course on your own platform. And then number two, if you don't have your audience, you're just starting out, put the course on platforms like Udemy and Skillshare, because I think that's just the way to go. All right, guys. So next question is, which app are you using for YouTube live stream? So the app I'm using is the StreamYard. So StreamYard is a really, really awesome tool. By the way, those of you watching on YouTube, please put in the comment, is my audio good? And the reason I'm asking about audio, and also on the TikTok and Facebook as well, I mean if the audio is okay, because when I was doing these lives a while ago, we were doing daily lives. Sometimes I had issues with the audio. I hope it's not the case now. I don't know. So those of you watching, we have a few people watching on YouTube. Let me know in the comments. Put in the comments that if the audio is good. It seems like on the TikTok it's perfect, so that's awesome. But the tool that I'm using is called StreamYard. There's another stream tool that I recently discovered. I haven't tested it, but it's StreamFox. Let me put that here. StreamFox.io. So they're in beta, but from me looking at it, it also looked like a really good tool. So there are two options. Then you can look at StreamYard, StreamFox. You also have Restream.io. So there are a lot of, if you're planning on doing more lives for your audience, there are a lot of different options. All right, so let's see. So if I missed your question, I'll make sure I go back and check it out. What's the best tool for email marketing? Ooh, that's a great question. So guys, so check this out. So for a long time, I was we need one PC, one mobile for like your live stream. Awesome. So thank you for joining on YouTube. That's awesome. We need one piece and one mobile for your live stream. Yeah. So that's interesting because I'm live on TikTok from a mobile device, and then I'm live from other places. I'm using the StreamYard. That's the tool I'm using. But here's a cool thing. There's a way you can go live on TikTok from your computer as well. There is a tool. Let me see if I remember the name of the tool. Here's the tool. So it's lula.tv. It's a really, really interesting tool. I did sign up and I tested like once, but I haven't used it extensively, so I don't know how good or bad the tool is. But what this tool allows you to do is, so look at this. So you can go live on TikTok, you can go live on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Twitter at the same time from one tool. So it's really interesting. I don't know how they're doing it. When I tested it one time, they did have me input my TikTok username and password in there, and the experience was really good. The live stream was like really, really good. But that's another thing. If you're looking for like one solution from desktop to go live on multiple places, maybe look at Lula TV, and I'm sure they have a free plan that you can. So they free plan that you can test and then see if you like it or not. So it's a really, really interesting tool. Hello. Thanks for joining, guys. So TikTok got banned in India. Yeah, I saw that. It's interesting. It's strange. I hope, for depending on, I had a lot of friends on my TikTok friends from India, and they were kind of bummed because a lot of their revenue and sources were depending on TikTok, and with TikTok banned, they're kind of like in the bad spots. I feel bad for them, but at the same time, I think Indian government is kind of taking some. It feels necessary, but I just hope that things get resolved and it gets unbanned, because I knew a lot of creators on TikTok. My friends from India, they were creating really, really good content, but it's banned now. So I'm just hoping everything goes back to normal or goes back pretty soon. How are you doing live stream? I want to do the same. So like I said, I'm using two things. I'm using StreamYard on my computer, and for TikTok right now, I'm using my mobile device. We're now looking at growing our Instagram Reels. Yes, so I saw Instagram Reels. By the way, Rahul, let me know, are you liking Instagram Reels? How's the your impression? Do you not like it? Is it do this? There you go. So is it how the experience, right? Is it fun to use it? I saw some videos. Some people here in the United States, we don't have Reels right now. I hope we do pretty soon, and when we do, I'll make sure I'll create some tutorial videos and stuff like that. But right now, I don't have Reels. So, all right. So let's see. What about the OBS live stream app? I've heard a lot of good things about OBS. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. By the way, a quick kind of favor: those of you watching on TikTok, do me a favor, click on the share icon and share the live stream with your WhatsApp or Twitter or Facebook. Let's bring more people, because more people will have more questions, and we all get to learn and we all get to have fun. And yes, so let me actually get to the thing. There was a question on TikTok about email marketing. All right, so here's the email marketing tool. So for a long time, I was a huge fan of MailChimp, right? Because I think MailChimp you could do, from like a small creator, small business, you could do 2,000 contacts free. Let me change that. But what's interesting now is it's all getting expensive, MailChimp. So it's a good tool. I like it. It's getting expensive. But I want to point you guys, so there's another tool called SendFox. It's a fairly new tool, and it's created by the founder of AppSumo, Noah Kagan. So the good thing about this tool right now is it's fairly, you're able to send email campaigns, but they have a lifetime deal, which means you can pay for once. For example, they have a lifetime plan. You can pay $50, and for 5,000 contacts, I believe, you have you don't have to pay. You get lifetime access. So that's a cool thing about SendFox, and they have a very similar feature. Obviously, it's a new tool, so the MailChimp is probably going to have more features right now. It's more established tool. SendFox not so much, but at the same time, if you're paying one-time payment, right, for 5,000 contacts, unlimited emails, that's amazing, right? Because I think on MailChimp, if you get on their paid plan, in like a couple of months, you're going to be paying more than $50. So something to take into account. So I think to answer that question, my favorite tool used to be MailChimp, but now I'm looking at SendFox for myself too. I'm doing some running some like free plans and testing some stuff, and I think I'm going to grab the lifetime deal as well. So check it out. I'm learning from you. Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys. So I started YouTube since a couple of months. I gained 700 subscribers. Isn't good. I think that's great. I think a lot of people have YouTube channels for 4 years or 5 years or for a year. And the growth in YouTube channel is slow. Don't compare your YouTube growth to, let's say, TikTok growth, because TikTok is there's a lot of organic reach right now, right? On YouTube, that's not the case. Instagram, that's not the case. the way you grow YouTube and Instagram, it's very different now. So I think in a couple of months it's great. Obviously, make sure you get better, you up your game. You wanna grow more and more. Reels are great. That's awesome. I can't wait. I wanna. There are a couple of things I wanna get my hands on. So one is I want to get my hands on Instagram Reels because I think it'll be really fun to use that on Instagram. Then I want to. I'm waiting for LinkedIn Stories because I think Story on LinkedIn will be awesome, amazing. And then the next thing I'm waiting for is the audio tweets on Twitter because I think make the content creation because I create a lot of content and I want to make content creation easy for myself. And I think with these tools it'll be fun. What's the name of your YouTube channel? So my YouTube channel is my name Ali Mirza. If you're watching on TikTok, you go to my bio. There's a link to my YouTube channel, or you can do youtube.com/Ali Mirza, and then you can land on my YouTube channel. And yeah, the good thing is if you're on my YouTube channel, you can see my screen. So, all right. So next, how would you promote your YouTube channel? So, a couple of things I would focus heavily on, especially for small channels. The thing is, if you have a big channel, you have audience, right? So when you release videos, some of your audience watches the videos, and if the watch time is good, then your videos get suggested, recommended. But if you're just starting out, if you have a small channel, that's not likely to happen. So what I would do is focus heavily on keyword research. So before you create any video on YouTube, make sure you do keyword research. And I do on my YouTube channel, I do have a couple of videos. There's a tool that I love, TubeBuddy, for my keyword research. So that's the tool that I sort of recommend. A lot of videos on my YouTube channel, so you can watch those videos if you want to learn more about TubeBuddy. So if you go to my YouTube channel here, here I am, and just search for TubeBuddy, then you'll see like tutorial video. So that's the first thing I would do, to promote YouTube channel. The second thing is, a lot of people think that after they make the video, they're done. Actually, no, that's when your real job starts. So video keyword research is step 1. Making the video is step 2. Step 3 is the promotion. So think of, like in my case, think of where do you already have audience. So if you have an email list, promote your YouTube channel in the email list. If you have a Facebook group, then promote your YouTube videos in the Facebook. If you have, in my case, TikTok, right? So what I do is a lot of times I promote my YouTube channel on TikTok, right? So you want to see where you have some leverage and then bring that leverage to YouTube. That's one thing. And the other thing is, let's say if you have zero audience all over the place, but what I would do is, pick good keywords using TubeBuddy, make good videos, and join there are a lot of Facebook groups. So for example, if you have cooking channel, if you look for, cooking or, food recipes, there are hundreds of Facebook groups. So join those Facebook groups. Some of those groups allow self-promotion on certain. So on those days, you can promote your YouTube videos. So that's another thing you can do. Join these groups or communities that are relevant to you. That's the important thing. Don't just join random communities. You want to be in communities that are really relevant to your audience. And then here's the kind of like example I'll show you guys. So for example, if I have a cooking channel, I'm just gonna go to my Facebook right now, and I'll show you how many. And let's say specifically, I have a cooking channel for kids, right? So it seems like my internet is slowing down. So let's see. So if I come down here, and let's say food idea for toddlers. I'm assuming that my channel is about kids. So then go to groups and look at this. So there's so many groups. Here's kind of like another pro tip. When you look at the groups, look at public groups because they're easy to join. In private groups, they have like a lot of rules, and sometimes they may not allow self-promotion. But this is how you can find different communities where you can promote your brand new YouTube channel. So that's what I would say. All right, guys, awesome question. All right, let me look at YouTube side of things and see if we have any questions here. It's very hard. Yes, growing on YouTube, it's very, very hard compared to how it was few years ago, like 2-3 years ago, right? Snapchat ads also got updated today. That's awesome. A lot of people are updating. I think with the TikTok being banned in India, Reels are being introduced. There are more tools coming. So yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more innovation, a lot more product launches. Because the reason this is happening because I think the brands are realizing that people want to consume content. So lockdown doesn't mean that we stop consuming content. We want to consume content, right? So they're giving us more and more tools, interesting tools to do it. All right, so best way to learn Facebook ads. So what I would do, so here's how I would learn Facebook ads. So step number one, I would either, you can use YouTube, right? And find someone who has, I have a lot of videos on Facebook ads, by the way. But you know, you could, that's one, but you can find other people who have Facebook ad videos as well. So you can watch like, you know, their videos. And obviously I think if once you pick someone and you watch a couple of their videos, you can really tell if, you know, if the videos are coming from a place of experience or if they're just like creating content for the sake of creating content, right? You can easily tell from someone's content. So watch some videos on YouTube or one thing we earlier talked about, places like Udemy. So on Udemy, there are tons of courses about Facebook ads. The thing about Udemy is these courses are not expensive, only like $10. And let's say if you don't want to spend $10, you can come down here. And by the way, I'm showing everything on my YouTube. If you go on YouTube, you'll be able to see my screen. So what I did, I put free. So all these courses are free. So here's what I would say: the best place to learn Facebook ads. So pick, you know, YouTube videos or courses. But the main thing is, whatever you learn, put that into practice. So don't just like learn and get into cycle of like learning all the time. What you want to make sure is you pick 1 or 2 courses, you learn something, and then you implement. So maybe do it for yourself and then see if you get results. Or maybe, you know, if you have clients, you know, learn it that way, because doing is actually going to teach you, not just taking the courses. So just keep that in mind. All right, so great question. And yeah, let me know if you guys, for those of you watching on YouTube, just put your question in I think you have a box there. Put your question on the box and I'll make sure to answer all of your questions. If you had to open a new business online today, what would you do? Where would you find inspiration? Great question. So what I would do is actually find inspiration inside of myself. This is something, you know, I get this question a lot. People want to know what's the best business to start right now. I would say the best business to start is actually the thing that you're interested in, the things that you read about, the things that you consume content about, what type of podcasts you listen to, what type of YouTube channels you watch, because everything works. The e-commerce and the content creation and online courses and consulting and coaching and branding and you know, creating content and building personal brand. All of these businesses are making money. There are people who are making money with all of these, even the social media agency, right? So what I would, if I was starting today, I would actually look inside and see, okay, what are the things that I'm interested in, and you know, where am I spending most of my time? What type of books I'm reading, blogs I'm reading, videos I'm watching, you know, things that I'm paying attention to. And then based on that, I will do, you know, create my online business. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I love getting content on YouTube. So that's why I started my YouTube channel, or taking it, you know, I had a YouTube channel for a while, but I started putting more and more effort or more and more content on it. So I've been uploading daily content on my YouTube about, you know, YouTube, Facebook ads, Instagram, you know, email marketing, TikTok. So I did an experiment on TikTok about using hashtags and not using hashtags. So there are a lot of like, you know, things. So that's what I would do. If I was to start an online business today, I would look inside for inspiration. And you know, I will look at other people, see how they're executing, to kind of like learn from them, not to copy them, but that's what I would do. Hope that like answers your question. One thing I would kind of advise is don't let other people and try, because a lot of times what we do is we are like, hey, Ali's doing really good podcasts, so let me start a podcasting, because podcasts make money, or reverse engineer, yeah, that's good, or someone is doing XYZ, so let me do that, right? Ali is doing TikTok, he's growing, it seems like he's coding his business, so let me do that. And you may not have interest in that thing. The reason Ali is succeeding at those things is because he naturally enjoys doing those things. So what you have to do is kind of like, look inside. Don't just like copy other people for the sake of copying. You can look at other people to draw inspiration from. But if the online business you want to start today, everything works, e-commerce, YouTube, course creation. I'm doing, course creation. I create a lot of courses. I'm doing YouTube content creation, TikTok. But you really have to look inside of yourself. All right, next question. How can I customize my Facebook ads to decrease the cost? By the way, I think, Rahul, are you talking about ads? One thing I found is for ads to decrease the cost, you really have to make your ads relevant to, and by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, my screen, I'm going to show you guys something really interesting. So hop onto my YouTube if you guys want to see that. I'll see you like on my Facebook ad account. So you have to make your ad relevant to people. And here's something, many people will not show you this. So here's like one of the ad accounts that I'm inside. So we did something, the opposite. So we actually made our cost go up. So here's I'm going to look at, so this is July. So if you look at last month, so let's look at last month. And I want to show you something really cool. So look at this. So we were getting, for this campaign, our goal was to get messages, the leads in the messages, the Facebook page messages, and see, we were paying $21 per message, per lead. And it makes a lot of sense because the lifetime value for this business is, in thousands. So that's very profitable. But then we had some changes, and what happened? So I'm going to show you the data in July now. So watch in July, our cost per lead is 53. Oh my God, that's like, double or more than double, right? So we actually did kind of go in reverse. So that's an example of what we should not do. The mistake we made is we actually, we made a bunch of changes at the same time. What we should have done is one change at a time to test it. But coming back to, how do you customize your ad to decrease the cost? I will make sure you make your ads super relevant to your audience, right? That's when you will be able to clicks, pay for your ads. And sometimes in the beginning, if you're just starting out, if possible, especially for conversion campaigns, start with not the cold audience, focus on hot audience. So people who are familiar with your brand. So think of your email list. Think of your people, the fans, think of engaged fans, think of website visitors. So those are the people that you want to target. A mistake that I've seen a lot of people make is they create conversion campaigns on Facebook and they're targeting like cold audience, so people who are not familiar with their brand. So if we do that, then our cost is going to be really high. So that's what I would say. If you want to customize your ads, increase the cost, number one, make your ad super relevant to your audience. Number two, select the right audience for right ads, right? So if I'm running conversion campaign and selecting cold audience, guess what? My cost is going to be high. So that's kind of a couple of things to think about. We can improve our watch time coming live on YouTube. So it's interesting. You know what? Here's something really interesting I found, discovered on YouTube. So doing YouTube live really, really good for building engagement and like even doing the Q&As like this with you guys. But it's the watch time or the follower growth, it doesn't happen from the live. That's up to my personal observation. And I think the reason is because if you think of a typical person, a user on YouTube, people go to YouTube, they don't care about me or what I have to say about different things. They want an answer to a specific problem, right? So they may go to YouTube and search for how to do X, Y, Z, how to do, and want that answer quick, and they want to leave. So that's why lives are really, really interesting. I have found YouTube Live a great tool to go deep with your audience and build a relationship, but not necessarily a tool that will improve your subscriber growth or watch time. So that's a personal observation. Talk about video versus ads. Oh, that's a great question. So by the way, Alex, I think I'm gonna show you guys something because that's one thing I like to do is not just talk about things, show you different things. So interesting. I also always test images and videos. So for example, right now we're logged into my Facebook Ads Manager, and these two campaigns, so image campaign, this campaign was video campaign. Let's look at the data because you'll be surprised. So let me go back here. And this was actually the on the traffic side of things, it was very similar. The image ads were bringing us 24 cents per click traffic. Video ads were bringing us like 28 cents per click traffic. But the conversion was really interesting. So let me add that in here. So I'm going to add customized columns because I want to show you guys leads. Because, it's to answer your question, I would say that's something you have to test because I've seen campaigns where images outperform videos. So in this case, images didn't even bring us. We spent $29. We didn't get any conversion from images. Videos, they did get us some the one conversion, but we did we were testing stuff, so we shut it down and then we kind of created other campaigns. But the reason I'm kind of showing you guys this. You do have to I've seen campaigns where images outperform videos, and I've also seen campaigns where videos outperform images. But that's something that you have to test. I'm running Facebook ads for restaurants here in India. What strategies I can suggest them? So a couple of things that come to mind for restaurants. Use I call it PP, so product and people. So that means is in your ad creative and even in your social media content, use your product, show your product. That's cool. But with that, show the people. So people could be your team. People could be, the people coming into restaurant. It's very powerful when, if I have a restaurant, instead of just showing the images of my, food items, I'm also showing, people enjoying their responses with the food item, and then use those creative in that. So that's what I would say. Instead of just using the product, use people and product because that will create more affinity with your audience. Because they'll see other people going to the restaurant enjoying the food. They want to do the same thing. What is SEO rankings? What do you mean? I didn't understand that question. So maybe ask me in another way. All right, so another question. Do you need any skill in coding to insert Facebook conversion on a click funnel? No, you don't. So you could, when you create a Facebook pixel, they give you instructions. So if you have a developer, a guy who created your click funnels, you can send it to him. If not, here's what I would do. That's why we have YouTube and content, right? So I'll go to YouTube. If you're watching my channel right now, how to add Facebook pixel to click funnel. Look at that. So that's like a highly searchable keyword anyways, and there are tons and tons of videos. You can just kind of watch this video all over the site. It's very easy. Love your videos so helpful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to. I used to do these lives every day, but it's been so hard with everything going on, and with me being busy with all the stuff. So, but I'm gonna try to do more and more lives. But a quick favor, guys, to those of you watching on TikTok, click the share icon, and let's share this live stream with more people, so we can bring more people here, and we have more fun, more questions, and also at the same time, if you have any questions for me, leave a question, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And also a quick reminder, if you are on both on TikTok and my Facebook group, if you guys want to hop onto my YouTube, you will be able to see my screen and follow along with some of this stuff. Great question. So I'm gonna go back up and see if I missed anything here. So someone actually on my Facebook group asked a question about TikTok hashtag. So you know what's interesting? A couple of weeks ago, or maybe days ago, on my TikTok account. So if you look at this on the screen, I did an experiment. So I stopped using hashtags. So let me see if I can find it. Maybe here. So that's using hashtag. So I'm using hashtag here. So I did 10 days, like 10 videos in a row without, so for example, here. So this was me, no hashtags. I believe this to no hashtags here. So I had 10 videos without hashtags. And then I compared, so I think it started from maybe here and then 10 videos back. So let's look at this. Yeah, see no hashtags here. Oh, so here. So my experiment started with this video right here, the free money from Google. From this video, I stopped using hashtags. So the next one, two, see no hashtags. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these 10 videos have like no hashtag. And before that, so I was using consistent hashtags. Right? So the interesting thing I found, and I did have created a detailed YouTube video if you want to see more about my experiment. My views, it didn't make a huge difference. So here's the video. So it's called TikTok hashtag experiment if you want to see what happened. But there was a change of views from hashtag to no hashtag. And I think the reason is on TikTok, people do not right now, they don't search for content by hashtag. So hashtag is really a way people discover our content on TikTok. So that's the reason why I didn't see. And really the main takeaway is do use hashtags on TikTok. It's fine because with hashtags you're telling TikTok what your content is about, but don't obsess on hashtags because I've seen some people, they're like, hey, we have content but not the right hashtag, and then they're like days or hours doing hashtag research. I think it's not worth it at this point. How to search hashtags that's working the best on TikTok. So I think I do have a video on that as well. If you go to my YouTube channel, because I've created some videos about TikTok hashtags. Let's say, so TikTok hashtags. Use the search. Yeah. So here you go. TikTok hashtag my crazy experiment for more views and followers. That's the video you want to watch. But what I would say is focus on niche and focus and small hashtag if you have a small account. Recently, I'm using big hashtags. My account is kind of big or like a decent size now. But for small accounts, I would say focus on smaller hashtag and like very specific hashtag. And to find them, I just use the search box, the discover box inside TikTok app. I don't use any outside tools. All right, let's see. So Rahul said, put your TikTok content reels also so that we can all consume your TikTok content. Yes, Rahul. So I'm getting a lot of comments in my Instagram DMs as well. So I'm going to try to put my, so right now we don't have access to reels in the United States. So as soon as I get reels, I'll start putting content there. But I'm also going to put a lot of my TikTok content on Instagram stories and also Instagram feed. So that's something in the works right now. Thanks for all your content. It helped me a lot. Wassalam, brother, and yeah, that's awesome. So good to hear that my content is helping. And by the way, so again, quick reminder for you guys watching on TikTok: do click on the share icon right here, and then share this live with your WhatsApp, Twitter, other places, so we can bring more people here and have more fun. What can be the targeting audience for T-shirts? Online shops have the same name as my YouTube channel. What can be the target audience for t-shirts? So, the real question is, who is your t-shirt for? And that's your target audience, right? That's the question you want to ask. If your t-shirt is for moms, then you want to target mom. If your t-shirt is for people who go to gym, into fitness, then you want to target those people. So that's the question you want to ask, right? Awesome. That's a really, really good question. By the way, I think so Instagram Reels are in India and a couple of other places too, but I think it's still in beta. I hope we get it soon in the United States, and as soon as I get it, I wanna play with it. I can't wait to get my hands on Instagram Reels because I think it'll be a fun platform to play with. All right, guys. So I do want to hop off, but we'll do more lives. And from next week, from Monday, I'm gonna do daily lives. So at 12 p.m. Central Time, that's gonna be my goal. Hopefully, nothing gets in the way of that goal. But around the midday, 12 p.m. Central, we'll do these live videos, Q&As. So the goal is gonna be, whatever questions you guys have, I'll try to guys some insights, some answers, some examples. And if you're not, subscribed to my TikTok, do that. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that as well, right? Because I'm going to be live on both places for sure. Maybe I'll see if I can be live on Instagram as well. I need another phone for that. But bye for now. I got to run, but we will be back next week on Monday. We'll do live. We'll have more fun. So make sure your questions are ready for that. So, all right, guys. So I'm going to end the broadcast on YouTube. So see you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.